That's the way I see it. Final Fantasy and Dead World. Tell me one MMO that isn't pay to win. I can't really. The word content makes me want to vomit. That sounds like a personal problem, man. That's weird. When you're always copying content when reacting to other people? I mean, you could say that, sure. Like, the thing is, like, you guys might not really know this, but like, I'll explain where I'm coming from with something. Like with that guy about, like, having a mental breakdown or whatever, right? But, like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to, like... Where's the boss? There he is. I'm not gonna go out of my way to disabuse people of a notion that they have of me. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna have dumb opinions of me and shit like that. And it's just like, that's just what happens sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, you can't always get people to see your point of view. I didn't even mean to do that. What the fuck? Oh, she's resistant. That's too bad. I'll just kill her with this. I forgot all about that. Damn, when's this shit gonna drop? Copying content's the way of the world. It's just what everybody does, you know? That's normal. Tell chat not to harass a YouTuber. Man, you harass anybody, you a bitch. Oh, I don't like the video. Like, who gives a fuck, man? Like, you act like a bitch, you get mad at somebody. Like, I'll tell you one thing, like, if I find out that you're, like, harassing people on, like, my behalf, you are banned, you're done, like, nobody wants to deal with that bullshit. Like, we cross-ban people all the time. What if we just want to trash talk? It depends on what you say, man. Like, I'm not gonna, like... There's just, it's not like, I don't want to write a rule set for you, man. Like, just be normal. Yeah, I don't want to write, like, 10 commandments of how you need to act. Where he be at? There he be at. Let's go. Let's get his bitch ass. What's up, bitch? You're dead. Get the fuck out of here. Suck a dick. Thanks for the invite, man. If somebody else can invite me again, I'll be down for that. People just need to chill out, yeah. It's like, who gives a fuck, man? What about First Amendment? True, brother. True, brother. Too true. I might just get this bitch real quick. Pulling someone's leg and being a dick. Bro, like, here's the thing. It's like, if you don't understand, like, I'm a person that's like this, right? Like, sometimes I have a hard time being able to distinguish, like, what's okay and what's not okay to say to people. Because I'm kind of an asshole, right? I mean, like, that's just a fact. So, because that's how I am, I just try to stay away. You know? Sounds a bit like autism, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I'm autistic. I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say? Just a sec. God damn, when this bitch gonna drop? How much they paying you to play this weeb game? $200 a day. They really need to pay me to play this game. I agree, like, I think that they should. Why? I'm advertising it for free? Yeah, but if they paid me, they'd at least be like 3 hours while I played the game. I wouldn't talk like mad shit about it, right? I would just like, I don't know, do some other shit. Yeah, I mean, that's gotta be worth something, right? Wanna play something fun or good? I enjoy doing like the mount farming stuff and, you know, figuring out rotations for things and like min-maxing stuff. Like, that's what I like doing. And so I like playing new games and figuring out everything that there is to know about them. I think it's interesting and fun. Oh, whoa. No. Oh, now I'm over here. That's okay, I'll just do it again. It's whatever to me. Worst boss ever. It's almost Reese's bat season, bro. Stock up. I checked a few days ago. Kirito had a harem of chicks around him? Yeah, he did. God damn it. When's this shit gonna drop? Finally reacted to Lazy Peon? Yeah, I did. I know people have wanted that one for a while. Nope. People can gift you pulls on Genshin. I don't know why you can't gift pulls in this game. Like, that's so dumb. Can't people gift you orbs on this? I don't know. Who wants to try it and figure it out? With third-party software, and if people get refund, you get banned for that shit, even in Genshin. Oh, really? Maybe I shouldn't do it then. I don't know. You still playing this? Is it any good? It's okay. Third-party site sponsored by Genshin? Oh, I don't know. There it is. All right. That whaling definitely hold you up for a while, yeah. If you ignore the weeb stuff. I just like, I don't know. It takes a lot for me to get, like weirded out or like mad about something, you know? Try killing with Samir, I think it's faster. I really don't know if it's faster. I'll try Samir again. I think that maybe that first guy might be faster with Samir. I think this one's fastest with Meryl. Because like you just do like that one attack and it also kills the ads. 20,000 crit, holy shit. See, like he's just dead. I feel like that's so good. How many times do you have to repeat this? Yes. Yes, you do. Basically, if I get an orange item, a legendary item, I'm done. I need to do that tower shit. Oh, what's that? I got food? What's up with that? Oh shit, it didn't respawn. That shit didn't work. Wait, what are we doing? I'm gonna go back over here. Let's go over the other one. You need to climb the ladder and Bygone Phantasm? Yeah, I know how to do Bygone Phantasm in a bit. There it is. People say Samir is faster. Let's see. hard to say. Try a wormhole? I will. Cocoa beans. I don't think I've ever got those before. There's a second chick on the other side of the bridge on the beach. I'll try it after this one. I'll see if it's more efficient. I wonder if jumping down... Actually, this part doesn't matter because I'm not locked by time. It's probably about the same speed. Where's this bitch ass? There's 4 enemies that dropped apart. If you do your route in reverse, I feel like it's faster. Well, how could it be faster if I have to climb all the way up here? There's no way it's faster. So is she like over there? Yeah, okay. So how would I do that? I'm thinking like how that would make sense for me. I don't know how the fuck she healed. It doesn't fucking matter. So like maybe if I go down here. And then I can turn around. Let me see if I can find her too. So I'll say she's right over here. This is her? Yeah, okay. Give me that fish, bitch. There we go. So if I went over this way... Oops. So I have to go up through here. Has he respawned yet? No, he's not. Alright, yeah, this is the most efficient. It wasn't whenever I was getting summoned back, but if I'm not, I think it is the most efficient. Just ran him over? Fuck, why that shit not drop? Bitch! I was slow. Clean her out? Yeah, I think so. Oh my god, he jumped out of it. So which relics do you guys think are the best relics? I think, so like we gotta talk about this, like maybe I'll do this for like, I gotta call my dad pretty soon. But this is crazy, I can kill him just with that. Did you max out your scythe? Yeah, everything I have is 6-star. I mean, obviously, you know. Might as well loot that, whatever the fuck it is. High performance transmission. Cool. Where's he at? That dude just got his dick destroyed. Oh my god. Nope. God damn, bro. When this shit gonna drop? What's the percentage? 0.3 to 0.5. Yeah, it was a bit fucked up for me to kill him like that. Luckily, I'm gonna get this one for sure. I guess we were faster this time. They need to stop dropping the loot I don't want and start dropping the loot I do want. I had enough of this bullshit. bottom. I feel like I'm so close to getting it, man. I'm so close. So I should probably stop, but I can't because I know I'm about to get it. That's the thing. That's why it's only sold for 10 hours today, then I got a headache. Nah, bro, for me it's different. I'm gonna get it for sure. That's not it, is it? The fuck is that? I've never seen that before. Absolute garbage game, dude. Did you farm the unicorn? Yeah, I got it. And it's gonna show up, like, you're gonna know whenever it drops. Oh, there he is. I didn't even see him. Nothing, man. This one for sure. Get the dust wheel yet? The motorcycle? The monocycle? Oh, that one? No. I'm gonna give New World another try. Yeah, of course I will. I've just pretty much played New World. Like I'm pretty much ready for the new content now. Like I don't have like most of my gear is like 620. Like I don't think anything except for my weapon at 625. You need to start with Skeleton Necromancer? I don't know. Where's my loot? Why does this game suck so much fucking dick, man? I think actually some of you guys don't get there in time. Like I'll get behind them like I always did before. That way it gives people more time. How do you feel about the game so far? The group content is garbage. But the other stuff is okay. Jesus, man. I'm gonna get it this time for sure. That's the wrong color. Good job, bro. Nope. This one for sure. I'm feeling good about this one. If someone had it, could they trade it to you? No, I wish. That would be fucking great. Bro, I wish. That would be so good. That'd be awesome. That'd be whack if you could just trade it. Yeah, that'd be great. Farming unicorn head is gonna be dog shit. Bro, like, who's still farming unicorn head? I had that like hours ago. Yeah, what do you mean? You don't have that one yet? Come on, man. Got the worst ones out of the way? Yeah, I did. This one's actually not that bad. Like, the farming for it is like, the thing is, what's good about this is like you can actively farm it, and like there's like 100% uptime on like what you're doing, and it's like makes you better at the farm. Yeah, you're like 100% engaged. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where's my loot? Oh man, why is this so bad? I'm gonna get it this time for sure. I still can't believe I got that unicorn head. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, I wish I had this one too, but like, I already got 2 of them, man. There's 4 total in the game. Are you doing this because it's a sponsor stream? There's a lot of dumb people that think that it's sponsored. Like, people did the same thing about Lost Ark too. Damn, she died fast. Damn, finally. Ugh. Give me the loot. Oh my god. What is this? People don't understand streamers legally have to put ad in the title if they're sponsors, yet they still ask. That's because a lot of people are just like they're just dumb. Like, I mean, that's all there is to it, you know? I was gonna say like something else, but like that's not really even it, they're just dumb. And I think also there's people that, you know, they think that like, oh, well he is, but he's not disclosing it. It's like, oh, well, you know, he'd do something like that, like what the fuck? It's dumb. Little streamer people have such a good rap. Yeah, they generally do. I mean, I think most people disclose sponsorships and stuff. Some streamers are paid for playing games without saying anything. Like who? Like who is like who? How do you know? That's the thing, is like some people say stuff like that, but they have some French streamers, but you don't know them. Oh yeah, I mean maybe, but yeah, I mean that yeah, you're right about that. That could be like you know, it could be different because it's on another country, and so like it's a different law. No, that's fair. But that's not happening over here. When am I gonna get this, man? Oh my god, when are you gonna drop? Farming that shit for 10 hours today? Yeah, I farmed a lot today too. Did you get the horse parts? I did. Would it be possible for someone to pay a game and then sign NDA they can't disclose they're being sponsored? No, because you can't NDA things that are against the law. Like if you NDA somebody for something that's against the law, it's like it's like not binding. Fuck. Companies based in a non-US state, you can sign anything. It doesn't matter because like they're not going to enforce it. Like, so like just it's like if you sign an agreement with somebody and like they're in another country and you're doing something in the US, like if you're in the US, you're still like liable for it. It's like not really how it works. Jesus, man. I just need one item, man. Just one item. I'm gonna get it this time for sure, man. 100%. Piece of shit fucking game. That's on Human, the Molten Shield. I mean, you look at the leaderboards and it's going to tell you what the best weapons are. Everybody uses the same weapons. Those are the best weapons. Obfuscation to get around ads such as drops. Would you be able to create a contractual agreement with that? Genuine question. Well, there are a lot of things, like for example, just because like you get drops doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get more viewers. I mean, that's not really the case. I mean, it's just not. It's generally true. Like for example, like we don't have to put, as far as I know, don't have to put hashtag ad if we're talking about Starforge because we own the company, right? But I think also the like it's like the FTC, like their rule for it, like Hashtag ad is just something that people thought up. Like, it's not like they told people to use that. So many people already knew they were sponsored, right? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Oh, when is Star Force PC? Yeah, soon. Like, we'll figure something out, man. We've been thinking about a lot of ideas for, you know, Star Forge, like what we want to do with it, etc. So I'm pretty excited. We, you know, obviously, like, people had, like, concerns at the release, and so we spent a lot of time, trying to make everything better and all that. Yeah, like we've improved a lot of the parts, etc. Oops. Shit. Have you ever played Starforge yet? Well, basically, like, it was like everybody OTK, right? We basically like started a PC building company, or a pre-built PC company, and hired a lot of the guys from, you know, Artesian and the guys that actually did work over there, you know, and you know, we started doing our own thing with it. That's basically what it is. You hired the East Coast guys? Yeah, mostly, yeah. Heard some people ask your dream job come true. Good to give them another chance. No, I mean, they're good guys that do good work. I mean, like, a lot of the people at Artesian, this is what I said at the beginning, right? Is like most of the people that work there, they're good people. They were good people. It's just that, you know, there was like problems with like the CEO and just like drama that happened. The ambassadors BC coming out? I don't even know what that is. Is that like an affiliate program? We haven't really done anything like that. We're trying to make sure that we get everything like on our own, like kind of done, and then we'll talk about that. Listening to a bunch of former employees. Apparently he had 3 assistants. He paid 6 figures. I mean, that guy sounded like he's just had a lot of problems, and like, I mean, what, it's just, some people get put in a position of authority they shouldn't be in, and you know, it just makes everybody else's life worse. Ambassador program is what destroyed Artesian. I think the ambassador program was pretty much okay. It's just that what destroyed Artesian was you know, inconsistency, the CEO being an asshole, and like the ambassador program, it was like just, yeah, that's how they handled it. Like, there's nothing wrong with having like people that are sponsored by the company. I don't know. You gotta choose not paying taxes. Yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, that's the bad stuff. Like, fuck all that other stuff. Okay, I was wondering if my money towards the next scammer. Oh, me? I mean, we can't really scam anybody. If we did, we'd get in trouble. We're gonna get it this time for sure. You have to have so many good builds and not have it be a scam. Well, I mean, everybody always, like, the thing is with like building your own PC is like, and this is just the truth, like, unless you have like a weird thing with like graphics cards and like what happened, like building your own PC is always going to be cheaper than buying a PC. Pretty much in like every single circumstance, right? But I think a lot of people don't really want to build their own PC. Maybe they're not confident in it, maybe they don't know a lot about it, maybe they don't want to invest the time into it or whatever. And I think that's whenever, that's where things like Starforge really come in, and you know, it helps people out, is because a lot of people want a game, but they don't want to put together a PC. You know, like, you have a lot of people that are like, they're afraid to put in a processor. You know, they can put RAM in or a graphics card, but, you know, putting in their own processor is like, oh shit. And so I think for a lot of people, you know, a pre-built PC is the first thing that they get until they, you know, then they start making their own PC. Like, how many of you guys, for example, like the first PC you got was like a pre-built PC? And then, you know, as you got older or like more experienced, then maybe you installed some RAM into it, or you installed like a graphics card or whatever. So I think, you know, pre-built PCs absolutely have like a massive market, and I don't think that they're necessarily, you know, at the expense of, you know, like, if you know how to build your own PC, even then, right? Like, the truth is, like, I remember, like, my mom's PC broke, and like, I just went to Best Buy and bought her a new PC. Like, I didn't want to make a PC for her, because like, I don't have that kind of time, and I don't want to deal with all that, and so it's just easier for me to just buy her a PC, and that's it. So I think that that's where pre-built PCs really kind of come in handy. But, I mean, if you're a young guy, you don't have a lot of money, and, you know how to build a PC, my advice is build your own fucking PC. But knowing how to build a PC and having the time that's available to do that, like, learning it, getting the parts, putting the parts together, installing them, installing the programs, like, all of that takes time. And, you know, for a lot of people, guys that are older, and, you know, like, like, I mean, your time has value, and you don't have a lot of time, and so it's like, do you want to spend all that time on something you don't want to do? I think that's really where the value of pre-built PCs come in. Yeah, parts compatible. Like, how many of you guys bought? I know I did. I bought RAM, and it was not the right RAM, and I had to buy a new graphics card, and then before you know it, I'm making a new computer. And so, yeah. Takes an hour. It does not take an hour to learn how to build a PC. Takes about 2 hours. Follow a tutorial. 2 to 3 hours is more reasonable. Well, so like there's a lot of things that like people don't understand, and like, so remember whenever I was like analyzing like how I could do this run the fastest way, where like you itemize like seconds? A lot of people never itemize and think about the value of their time and like where their time is going. So like, for example, oh, I used the wrong weapon. Oops. So for example, like you don't really spend your time just making the PC. You spend your time researching how to make the PC. You spend your time putting the parts together for the PC. You know, taking the parts, you know, out of the box and then putting them together, and this is all assuming everything goes well. PC part picker? Yeah, but there's a lot of people that, for example, like they don't want to do that because they don't understand like what's the difference between, like, it's reasonable for somebody to wonder, why does one power supply cost twice as much as another one even though they have the same voltage? And sometimes it's just because it's a higher quality brand. And like that's kind of like what I'm getting at with a lot of this stuff, is that you have a lot of people who platinum rating, yeah, but like it's like, again, like I think that there's a lot of people that don't really even understand that what is a platinum rating. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what? Don't you have to argue this? I think a lot of people argue it because they're not able to understand that they're not the only person in the world. We can do enough research. You can do it. That's what I did. Oh no, you're right. Building a PC is great because you know you can figure out a problem if you make it. I don't think that's true at all. I don't think making a PC makes you any more or less aware of what the problems in the PC are. Also, like, most problems that PCs have are software problems. It's kind of rare to have a what do you call it? Have a hardware problem with a PC. I just think that a lot of people don't really understand, like, how much knowledge they actually have. It's like people that think that the average Mythic Plus level that people do in WoW is like 15. Bro, it's like fucking 0. Like, for a lot of us, you know, like, we're on a PC website, and, you know, like, a lot of us have built our own PCs, but there's many people who haven't. Don't want peace of mind if I pre-built with warranty? Yeah, exactly. it's also like, yeah, if other people don't care, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of cases where people just like, they don't want to do it. It's the same with anything. Right from a PC series? Yeah, absolutely. Never push Fear of the Alliance? I don't know. I just never really have. Yeah, we just don't want to do it. True, we don't see a point. Yeah, it's a lot of people just, they're not interested in learning how to build a PC. The PC is a tool to them, and they just want to get the PC and have a PC that works, and that's all there is to it, right? Everything else is like fine print. Plug and play, yeah. Treat PCs like game consoles, yeah. You get SSR of purple orb? Yeah, you can. Can confirm. There's the mount right there that we're getting. Very, very hard to get a orb out of SSR. It's not as rare as you might think, so it's 0.3, right? I think people don't understand, like, large numbers or small numbers like that happen if you're doing enough rolls. Like, I've gotten 2 SSRs out of the purple balls. If a PC company is affecting business? Yeah, it is. I mean, I think that's like the only thing I have linked to down below on my channel. Like, obviously Starforge was kind of a pretty big deal for us to do. Because it's like, okay, well, you know, it's like up until now, like, we've kind of just done merch and everything, but, you know, selling our own product is a big deal. So it's something like we're all taking really seriously. There's no review forms out there, just testing when actually needed. I just follow the data. I just like, I don't think like, it's like in order for you to follow the data, you have to have a frame of reference to judge what the data is, right? So like if you don't have a frame of reference of like what data is good and which data is not good, then you're gonna have a problem. It's like, for example, some people say AMD is the best, other people say NVIDIA is the best. What do you do? AMD. I usually do NVIDIA. That's what I've always done. But I'm not like, it's just, that's just what I've done in the past. It's actually kind of surprising that I haven't gotten it so far. Yeah, like I'm legitimately surprised. I thought I'd have it by now. Do it 200 people? No, it's not. It doesn't work that way. Did you average out? You could say that. Only playing with camera off? I only played with camera on for this game at the beginning because like I was gonna use it for content on stream. I should probably try to roll more of the matrices, but like I just don't really feel like it right now. I probably should though. I'll do a few more runs and then I'm gonna do some of the other stuff. Does anyone else have it? Oh yeah, a lot of people have it. I just haven't been lucky with it, that's all. It's not a big deal. I mean, like sometimes you don't get it. I mean, that's always the way these games go, right? You're gonna get some really fast and you're gonna get some really slow. Most are gonna be in the middle. With accountants and lawyers, you have to define monetization versus non-monetization. I don't know. I think a lot of people assume taxes are a lot more complicated than what they are. Generally, if you get money, you have to pay money on the taxes. You have to pay taxes on the money that you get. if you spend money for your business, you can generally write it off of your taxes, and that's about it. It's not super complex. I mean, even if the numbers are big, it's pretty simple. Taxes aren't hard. Paying taxes are hard part. I think if you have a hard time paying your taxes, you probably shouldn't have spent the money. Oh, taxes if people mismanage money. Yeah, it's like you have to have taxes. Like you can't just like not have taxes. I think most people, like, this is generally at least how I feel, is like, I think the resentment towards paying taxes is primarily for people that they feel like their tax money is being misused. I think most reasonable people know that it's like you have to have taxes or you don't have a functioning society. Working class should not be taxed. Well, I don't know about that. I think everybody should have to pay tax. I mean, to an extent. I mean, I don't think it's... I think, in general, government should do more for people that don't have that much money. But, in general, I think people should expect to pay tax. Yeah, that's why tax... Yeah, exactly. That's why there's tax brackets. Disclose account with Swift House or allow the rich to avoid taxes altogether. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know all the details about that. Did he get them out? Shut the fuck up, bitch. It's like, I don't really ever resent paying taxes. I think, like, it can be frustrating whenever it's like you feel like your taxes are being, like, wasted on, like, you know, a war that, like, you don't agree with. I think that makes sense, right? I mean, I've certainly felt that way before. But I think in general, you know, I don't mind paying taxes. I mean, I used to get food stamps, and my mom got food stamps, and we had, like, medical assistance and shit like that. So it's like, you know, that's kind of like, that's the system, right? Is like you get that whenever you don't have the money, and then you pay it forward later on whenever you do. I mean, if you don't have that system, things just collapse. But I think that, yeah, people are frustrated. Or cops. Fuck cops. You're gonna be saying fuck cops until you have somebody break into your fucking house. Now, thank God for cops. If there are no cops, people will be breaking in your house right now, stealing all your shit. That's what guns are for? No, I'm like, obviously I think there should be a lot more accountability for police. I think that's just common sense, but I'm not a cop hater at all. I don't believe in that. I think that's ridiculous. Am I not logged into streamer client? I think I'm not. It's pretty fucked up, actually. I just busted that bitch. There it is. I got a lot of stuff out of that one, but not what I needed. Well, cops can get you if they want you. Yeah. I mean, like, I think that there's always going to be bad cops, right? I mean, that's just as with anything. There's going to be outliers that are bad. But as I said, I don't think that society can function without police. I think that the negative police sentiment hasn't really done any favors for average people at all. It's just made things worse. The thing is, like, that's not all created. Like, yeah, you have, like, agitators and people that, like, farm hate on cops and stuff like that. Sure, and some of that I think is fair, but the fact is, like, there are bad cops. There's a lot of bad cops. Talking about cops as an idea or concept, not the reality of cops in America. Well, like, how is any of us going to make an assumption? How many cops are in America? I'm assuming there's probably over 200,000 cops. None of us are going to be able to make an assumption about every police officer. 900,000 police officers, almost 1 million people. Like, none of us are going to be able to do that. Bad guys are the exception, not the norm. I think bad cops are also the exception. But the problem is that, you know, I think a really good example is, like, we had to deal with this recently in Texas with Uvalde. Is, like, whenever you have a, you know, a police, what do you call it? A police station or a police force like the Uvalde police, how do you not say ACAB? How do you not say fuck the police, right? And I think that's what the issue is. Just come cops around with a gun, have power, now I have to be more selective. Well, yeah, of course. That shit was insane. Yeah, it sure was, man. Especially a tangible target. Yeah, exactly. It was handled so badly as it could have been. Yeah, it was awful. Some people had such bad experiences, even if they're robbed, they wouldn't call the police. Oh yeah, I mean, sure. I'm sure that happens. All I'm saying is, like, the solution to bad police officers, in my mind, is not to get rid of police officers. Does that make sense? Like, you can't just get rid of police officers because some of them are bad. I think it's common sense that you're gonna have, there's always variability. I think the problem that people have with like police officers is that they have, you know, a tremendous amount of power without equivalent amounts of accountability. There's also like another factor is like a lot of guys, and this is just like a big issue, right? Is like a lot of guys that are, you know, really smart and discerning, you know, they get promoted up and they're not on patrol anymore, right? So the guys that are out on patrol are the guys that weren't smart enough sometimes to, or they're new, right? I mean, like that's another thing is like they're new and so they've only been a police officer for a couple of years. Nope. I guess so police are required to let a non-violent offender go if they resist until backup arrives would solve a lot. I don't know about that. I think that if the... I don't see why we should be okay with people running away from the police. I don't think that's a good idea. Someone runs away, you just shoot him. I think that if you are arrested, like let's say, like theoretically, somebody is running away from a crime scene and they have a violent history. Yeah, I wouldn't care if the cop shot him. Not really. It's like at that point, like this person's already committed crimes before and been violent before. Like how is it that person's it's like is it their right to have protection whenever they've already proven themselves to be a detriment and a liability to society? People can change. Well, obviously not if you're running away from the police. I would argue that the fact, just by the nature of you running away from the police in general. You wouldn't run if you weren't guilty? No, that's not entirely true, but I don't think that, like, for example, like you have maybe scared of their past experiences with cops. That could happen. But the thing is, like, if you've already had like a violent criminal history and you're running away, like the cop that sees you running away, they don't know what you're gonna do whenever you're running away, like while you're running away in order to run away. I think that cops have like a general responsibility to protect the public, and I don't think that we should make excuses for people who break the law and don't listen to people that uphold the law. I think that's ridiculous. Is chat really defending people running from police? Yeah, violent criminals running from police. Pathetic. Absolutely fucking not. It dictates a violent criminal history, though? I don't know. Be a cop and decide yourself. Like, a lot of times you have to make a judgment call. And that's what's hard about being a police officer, right? Not qualified to make the decision near their police. Well, the thing is, if you let a crazy person, like, with a violent criminal history run away from a crime scene, I don't find it to be, like, am I crazy for thinking that it's not unreasonable to assume that they were going to go and hurt somebody else in the process of that? No, I don't think that's crazy at all. I think that's reasonable, and I think that if you've already shown yourself to be a liability to society, you're already breaking the law, and now here you are breaking the law again. You've got a criminal history. No, I don't. Your well-being is not very important to me. It's not as important as everybody else's. You don't have the right to safety whenever you make everybody else unsafe. Kids run from cops and have a violent history, though? Well, I don't know. I mean, I think you have to be at least, like, pretty old to have a violent history with criminals. I mean, anything of, like, any sort of real impact. What if it needs mental help? Somebody else's mental problem is not the responsibility of the rest of society whenever it affects people in a negative way. Just because somebody has mental problems doesn't mean that they get to just go around and not have to listen to the rules and everybody makes excuses for them. The way that I usually look at everything, and this is just kind of like my outlook on life, is that the best thing to do is the thing that's best for the most people. Like in a general sense. Now obviously, like, that's not always true. But I think that's generally the way that I look at things. Do the best thing for the most people. Some of the drugs I'm deserving and get shot and killed. It's not about deserving to get shot and killed or not. It's about obeying the law. And like, yeah, I'm not going to, like, if it's a person with like no criminal history and it's not a violent crime scene or something and the cops shoot them, like, yeah, of course the cops are wrong. It's common sense. But I don't know why people are so fucking like ravenous about making excuses for people that are breaking the law and running away from the police. Like, why are you making excuses for somebody like that? Just follow the law and listen to and comply with the police and don't run away from them. I don't know, it's just it's not hard. Well, like that tag clause should be very bullshit. Well, the thing is, like, here's the problem, is that I agree there's a lot of laws that I don't agree with too. But can you see how chaotic it would be if everybody just decided to disregard the laws that they disliked or disagreed with? Like, imagine like how the world would work. Well, what it was, so some people agree with, like, you know, one law and other, you can't have that. Like, there's a process to have laws changed, and you have to follow that process. It's not hard. Process files a trial afterwards, something cops take waiting to kill you. Well, it wouldn't have happened if you didn't run away. Follow the law and nothing's going to go wrong most of the time. I just, like, I don't know why people make so many excuses for obvious criminals that are, like, because you don't know what somebody's gonna do. That's what I think people don't understand, is like, you don't know, like, if somebody's going to go and, like, shoot somebody or grab somebody or put somebody else in harm's way. You have no idea. So it's like, at that point, do you want to, this is like the question, like, this is how I see it in my mind, right? You're either putting that person at risk by shooting them, or you're putting the rest of society at risk by potentially, like, letting this, like, criminal go out into society that could potentially hurt somebody or do something bad. And in that circumstance, I think that it's unethical to allow that person to have their well-being respected over the well-being of a person who is not a criminal, who's actively breaking the law. I find that to be very unethical. Potentially hurt somebody's reason to kill them. They've actively posed a threat to whatever person of the right trial violated. Sure, and I mean, like, that's what I'm saying, is that if somebody already has a violent history, I think that that's implied. Because if the person ran from a cop attempting to hold another person hostage, they would never right to trial. Well, do you understand, like, how fast something like that can escalate, though? Like, that's what I'm telling you, is like somebody can just, like, they can grab a car and, like, get in a car and then run somebody over. They can get a hostage, like, they can do anything, right? Like, you don't know what's gonna happen. And that's my whole point. Chances are they won't. Most people aren't that violent. Yeah, but, like, do you think that, like, so this is again, it's an ethical argument, right? I think that it is unethical to play on the side that they won't, even if it's more probable, because it puts innocent people at risk. Why leave it to chance? Yeah. Just comply. It's not that hard, man. God fucking damn it. There we go. I have good takes. This isn't one of them. There's far too many accountability issues with cops. You don't need to create more. Well, what makes you think that I don't think accountability with cops is a problem? Like, just because I think that cops should be able to use deadly force to protect the society, that doesn't mean that I don't think that... You got a mount? No, I didn't. I didn't get it. Did I? There's no way I got it. Fuck you. Yeah. Cameras and cops won't ever do it. Yeah, it's like I would never say the other thing either. Like I've made that very clear multiple times. So just because you think that certain cops, like there's accountability issues, doesn't mean that the way that you solve that is taking away the cops' ability to enforce the law. That's ridiculous. Body cams should be mandatory, always on, help resolve accountability and lower costs. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree. Harsher punishment for bad cops. Yeah, I think so too. I think every bad cop, things like Uvalde, like the problem is like a cop in Wisconsin is like their safety is damaged by somebody like, you know, like who's that? Derek Chauvin or something? I don't fucking remember his name. Doesn't matter. Like everybody is damaged by that. Correct, don't use people ask gamers for political views or anything. I think most people don't really have any real authority to have most opinions that they have. I think people just, you know, it's like their opinion. What do you love of Texas, Southern Union, getting away watch thinking about the Civil War? The North won. What do you mean? Were you under the impression that I thought the South won? Yeah, did you think that? Yeah, I know that. Spamming that question. That's just I never heard of that. It's a new one for me. Nope. Never touch on presidential topics. That's too serious. I don't really know. I mean, like, it's kind of hard to, like, I think that, you know, people just blame the president for everything. It's probably not all the president's fault that certain bad things happen. Day and age of privileged youth weren't chased by their parents with wooden spoons growing up. My parents never hit me. I think that hitting a kid is usually what dumb people do because they can't get the kid to do what they want. I don't think there's any reason to ever hit a kid unless it's in, like, self-defense. Yeah, I don't like the idea that, like, people need to be, like, kids nowadays aren't disciplined enough or whatever. I think that's ridiculous. It's okay to spank them. I'm very anti-spanking. I think that's a bad idea. So that's a bad example. Yeah, it does. I think that, like, you can make an argument on, like, whether it's, like, morally okay or not, right? But at the end of the day, it's like if you hit your kid, I mean, I think to a certain extent, you're kind of teaching the kid that it's like, this is how you solve problems, is by hitting somebody. And it's like, if your kid solves a problem like that whenever they're an adult, well, then they're in jail. So it's like, I just don't think that's a good idea. It's a bad precedent to set. To your point, some kids take advantage of parents. I think that's a failure of the parent, and I don't think that one failure of the parent should be solved with another one. Oh my god, man. Spanking has been used in most history. Somehow we've been wrong all this time. Now that less people are spanking their kids, they're so much more well-adjusted in modern times. I think people generally are more well-adjusted than they were. I mean, I think that a lot of people don't really understand, like, how stupid and crazy people used to be. Yeah, take a trip to the Middle Ages and find well-adjusted people. Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy. Got him! There it is. We got it. Let's finish it off. Fucking done. Fucking done. We got it. Oh my god. I knew I'd get it. Oh, I missed the kill? Guess what? It doesn't fucking matter. Because I already got it. How long did it take? Like 4 hours. Going for 7 hours for part? Yeah, but are you as efficient as we are? Because, like, I can guarantee you most people are probably not as efficient as us. Got the controlling part? Yeah, I got it, I got it. Alright, let me go up to the top here. Used to be a lot more neighborly, walking to a friend's house without an invite. Nowadays things seem much worse. Well, yeah, society's changed. No, like that's not really like entirely true though. Like I remember like one time like my neighbor, I'd never really talked to him before, like other like maybe like a handful of times, right? Just like waving at him and etc. And he came over and he's like, yeah, I saw your video and you know I saw you on YouTube. It's like I want to say I'm sorry about your mom and everything. And he's a really nice guy. So like I haven't really had a. I mean, like, and growing up, like, it was, I mean, I don't know about you, like, for me, like, it was very, very common people walk in the house without knocking. My mom would get so mad. At a certain point, she just let Cody and Jeff do it. It was just like, okay, whatever. What, they did that? Yeah, they just walk in the house. Cameron to walk in the house all the time. Does your mom heard of locks? Well, she's not gonna lock the door. It's not a big deal. Maybe like right here. I think it's gonna fall out. Oh, it fell in. I got lucky. I got so lucky. Doors unlocked is a foreign concept to me. Yeah, like everybody who just walk in the house is whatever. Maybe? Yep. Got him. Keep doing the purple fox tool. Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm getting them. Thank you, though. Okay, so... how do I get the last piece? I don't remember where I got it, but I got it from a pod, from a quest. Okay, I'm gonna call my dad. Give me a few minutes. Be right back.